Yes, welcome back, everybody. Here is the situation. They have won the league, effectively. We're not going to catch them, are we? But they're currently undefeated, and we can't allow that to happen. So they're going to have their undefeated season. I mean, there's still quite a few games to go, technically, but are they going to drop points? Probably not. Not too many times, anyway. So we've got a chance to beat them here, and I think we're pretty much going to finish in the top four and get ourselves Champions League football for next season. So we're going to play PSG today and just try and win the game, try and take their undefeated streak off them and beat them for the first time in the Paris derby for us and get our fans the bragging rights they deserve in Paris. And then in the subsequent games we're going to play in the episode, I'm going to use some of my young players because we've got the two youngsters we had last season who look really good, and they're probably not ready for this level of football, but we could probably play them and get away with it for a few games because we're going to probably finish in the top four anyway. We'll see. But yeah, that's the plan anyway. We're going to play the game against Paris Saint-Germain now, and then we're going to play against Montpellier, then we'll play against Troyes as well. And the next episode will be Monaco, Nice, and the end of season review like we normally do. So that's what we're going to do. Let's get into the first game against Paris Saint-Germain. Big Paris derby. Can we get a result? Right before we do that, let's do a quick review of the team so far and the stats and that kind of thing. One thing that I probably didn't mention before well enough is just how well Mires has done off the bench. I mean, again, I mentioned previously that he's really good at scoring goals once you create the chance for him. He just can't go make chances for himself, right? But you create the chances for him. Shot on target ratio is very good. His conversion ratio is very good as well. It's a shame almost I can't play him in like a three-striker system or in a front three and play maybe Kaufman wide. We could maybe look at doing that, but I think Kaufman's a really good wide player. But it shows that Mires, as a backup for Kaufman, is actually really good. And Mires' value is currently still between 3 and 4.3 million. So we should hopefully get some money for him if we were to sell him in the summer, which is likely because he was unhappy early. He's all right now. Bless him. He's been pretty good. I've got to give it to him. From a stats perspective, like, don't forget, he's played against some easier teams than Kaufman has. But do you know what? Should we do it? Like, if you're looking purely at stats, and again, I've got to reiterate, he's played against much easier teams than Kaufman. He's got a better conversion ratio, a better shot on target ratio, better non-penalty XG per 90. Not quite as good header-on ratio or pressures, but no, I'm going to play Kaufman because he's actually scored recently in a few games in particular. But Mires is actually a pretty good backup. And I think if he didn't have a couple of traits, like if he didn't have players to back to goal, it'd probably be even better for us. But there we are. I guess we've got Talby and Christensen both out injured, who are both our centre-backs, obviously. Now, what we're going to do is we're actually going to play Hadjam on the left side of the back three. It was between him and Mensah. One of them was going to do this job. The other one's going to play wing-back. I'm going to play Hadjam. I think that he's a really good player. He's just maybe not quite good enough on the ball to be like a proper wing-back in a like Champions League level team. He's probably just about not good enough to play centre-back. But we'll see what happens. We'll play him. I've seen Bacallo play. I've seen Bacallo play, and I've seen him not be good enough, so he can't be any worse. He could be the same, I guess, but we'll see. So your team for the Paris derby is going to be Nuruddin in goal, a back three of Hadjam, Jensen, and Farese across the back, Mensah and Correa wing backs, Samuel and Ndai pivots, Da Costa as a 10, Kaufman and Parika up front. Here we go then. Oh, by the way, we did have our youth intake, and basically the only player of note was this lad here, Dylan Chevalier. Left wing back, maybe. We need to see how these lads get on, really. It's a shame that the Paris 2 team isn't in like a playable league. Otherwise, we could see their stats a lot better, right? So, there we go. Okay, let's get into the game then. Let's see how we get on against Paris Saint-Germain. It's the Paris derby. We need to win one of these eventually, surely. They're in unbelievable form, and we got players missing, so maybe it's not this one, but you never know. Okay, then, System Manager says, matches like these matter most for our fans. Others have written us off, but go out there and do it for our biggest supporters. Okay, big rallying cry from the Assistant Manager. Not media says this, media says that. He's actually gone for it proper this time. Fair play to him. What are they going to play against us? It's going to be a 4-2-3-1. Okay, still got Neymar and Messi in their starting 11. And we are underway. The city is ours. The city... Oh, it's highlight... It's going to be a highlight for potentially Paris FC. Hadjam gives it away. Sort of wins it back. Get off the ball, Hadjam. Oh, Samuel, what are we... Don't get sent off. That can't be a red ref. Not again, surely. Not Samuel again. Oh, the back three all over the shop. Neymar goes through. It's a penalty. That was a comedy of errors, and I'm going to switch these two instantly, because Jensen does normally play on the side of the back three for us. I've sort of moved him to accommodate Farese to be on the side still, because he's so good at our progressive passes and dribbling from last year, but Neymar with a penalty. 1-0. It feels like every time we play against PSG, there's either a penalty or a red card that goes against us. Isn't that weird how that happens? You know what I mean? Right, we'll say we owe PSG. Come on, lads. Let's just get us a goal. I'm fed up of losing to these individuals. Kaufman off, Mires on. Okay, I've brought on Bercalo to come on as middle centre-back. We've had Hajamat's wing-back, taking Mensah off. We've gone to our attacking tactic in our original formation here. Highlight here, Donnarumma plays it short to Kimpembe. They try and play it through the lines. They get through easily. They whack it long into Messi. What's he going to do with it? He's got a player at the back post. If he wants him, he's not giving away a red, is he? No, it's going to continue. Soler gets it, goes through, scores 2-0. Well, yet again, we're going to lose to PSG due to a red card or a penalty. What a shame. And they have it. The final whistle goes. It's going to be a 2-0 defeat at home. That's really annoying. I'm going to say disappointed. I'm going to get more and more annoyed with them as we drop points to PSG, especially at home. I feel like we should be doing better at home in these games. But, yeah. Okay, wow. I'll see you in a few days then for the Montpellier game in April. Yeah, I'm a bit annoyed about that. There we are. I hope they don't go undefeated the whole season, but there's two things I hope that they don't do. One is go undefeated the entire season, and two is win the Champions League. So let's see if they do either of those this season. Okay, welcome back. There was a 2-week break between the last two matches, so a lot of our players are back and new players are out. So Diarra and Lundberg are both out. Samuel is suspended. Everybody else is back. Talby's just about not ready for this game, but could be ready for either the next one on camera or the one after that, most likely. So we're just playing to try and confirm our Champions League spot and trying to get our budget as early as possible because I just want to see how much money we're going to get. Like I said, I don't think we're going to get too much this year. It'll be the year after once we get back-to-back years in the Champions League. Also, the takeover that was going through before didn't go through and the owner status is back to loves the club. So that's probably going to go quiet for a while, you would have thought. But let's get into the game anyway against Montpellier and see how we get on. Your team's there. It's pretty standard. I feel like I should give Mires a chance. Let's play him instead of Kaufman for a game. He deserves a chance. Let's get into it. System manager says we need a point to qualify for the UEFA Conference League. So, okay. Low-hanging fruit, says this manager. Okay, not a single highlight has happened. Here we go. The first highlight of the half. 36 minutes in. Goes into the box. Mires heads it. It's away. Prika back to Mires. And he scores. And it's the first highlight of the game. Mires scores on his first start in a while. And it's 1-0 Paris FC. Let's watch this again. Little bit of link-up play over here. Whacked into the box. Mires doesn't quite win the first one. Prika gets up for the second one. A bit of head tennis. And it's a goal. 1-0 to Paris FC. Okay, we'll say things are going well. Highlight here, Montpellier have the ball on the left-hand side. They get this highlight starting pretty high at the pitch. So I don't know what this is going to be necessarily. Shot from distance, there it is. Oh, it was close. Hajam for Mensah as a sub. Going to take off Prika and throw on Kaufman as the right striker here as well. Highlight, Hajam into Faresi. Takes a touch, plays it to Christensen. Whacks him behind to Mires. He's through. Is he going to score? Surely he's got to finish it. Doesn't quite do it. Highlight here, Montpellier win the ball high at the pitch. I don't know, it's quite a high place for a highlight at the start. Here we go, then Mires. Mires tries to slide it through, doesn't quite get there. Mires continues to play it back to the keeper. We're going to reset the attack. Faresi gets it, travels with it, plays a nice little pass into Hajam, who's got players ahead of him who wants to use him. Is he going to use him? Goes back to D'Urso. We luckily keep the ball. Faresi takes some touches. I love this progressive passes that he makes and the dribbles that he makes. Balls to Correa on the right-hand side with the ball, and it's cleared away. Their goalkeeper now clears the ball. We bring the ball down from the back. Jensen has it, travels with it, plays it to Ndai. Ndai takes some touches. In behind to Kaufman. Is he in? He's got to finish here, and he does. Is he offside? I think he's okay. Disallowed. He was offside. To Costa. Whacked in the corner. Far post. Jensen headed away. D'Urso's going to get to it. 73 minutes are on the clock. We should be able to win this game. Oh, it's a terrible pass. Win it back, though. Da Costa, he's a really good number 10, goes through. He's the only number 10 I've had in quite a long time in FM where I feel like he's going to score every time he gets one of those chances. And that's 2-0. Late highlight for Montpellier. They lose the ball. Kaufman wins it. Goes through. He's going to slide the pass through. He's not. He's going to shoot. And nearly scores. And there we have it. Oh, no. Last corner of the game. Da Costa. Well, there we go. It's 3. It's 3. And it's going to be game over. And they have it. It's a 3-0 win for Paris FC. We'll say well done, lads. Okay, that qualifies us for the Conference League, which is nice. But that's obviously not our target. We're going to carry on. And I'll see you in 7 days for the game against Troyes, which I'm told is not the correct pronunciation. But Troyes is what we're going with. And yeah, I'll see you in 7 days for that. Incidentally, Moussa Dembele has scored 28 goals. Is currently ahead of Mbappe on 27. There you go. Okay, then here we go. Last game of the episode against Troyes. I don't know if we can confirm anything today, but we're going to give it our best shots. As PSG won yet again, Mbappe goes above Dembele. It's a nice little race between those two to see who gets the most goals. I'm pretty sure Dembele is going to score highly in all our stat searches this year. He's 28 though, and you know, it's not going to matter. He's worth too much money now. Your team is going to be Nuruddin in goal with Faresi, Christensen and Jensen across the back, Mensah and Correa at wing back, Samuel and Ndai at pivot, Da Costa at 10, Kaufman and Prika up front. The first team is back for us finally, and yeah, looking really good. Assistant manager says, if you carry the performance for the last match, we'll do well. Okay. They are going to play a 4-2-3-1 against us. We play against 4-2-3-1 quite a lot, actually. As Da Costa takes a corner. He's actually going to get another assist. Da Costa's got, I think, 14 assists now. It's like a club record they were talking about in the press in the week between the games. So, there you go. Looks like he's broken some sort of record. It's very unlikely I will sell Da Costa unless I get a really good offer, because the way that he's able to create chances, take good set pieces, and score goals when he gets the chance, that's going to be really hard to get right and buy. So even a half-decent offer, I probably won't accept on him. I'd rather sell one of the strikers. I feel like I could replicate the strikers easier than him at the moment anyway. So without us maybe changing formation, we're going to get to that as well. There's a really good chance I'll be changing. Oh, it's a goal. It could be offside. I'm going to look to maybe change a tactic or the formation, rather. That's both, actually. Probably the end of next season. So we'll stay with this 3 at the back system. And it is going to be 2-0. I'll just carry on. Yeah, we're going to probably keep the same tactic for obviously the rest of this season and probably the rest of next season. And then towards the end of next season, we'll start to transition towards like a 4 at the back tactic is what I'm thinking right now. So I'm going to make sure I've still got players in the squad that can play, like, if they're a wing back for us, we have got players that can play fullback as well. If they're a wing back, can they maybe be a winger as well? You know, to try and make sure we've got enough in the squad to play different styles if we need to. But the squad will be built for a 3 at the back tactic, this 3 at the back tactic. And we'll play that tactic in Europe in particular and for the main part of the domestic campaign. But if it gets to the point where it looks like, you know, we're not going to be able to challenge the league title, that's probably then we'll change the back 4 and that kind of stuff, right? It's just what I'm thinking towards right now, because I don't want to play the same tactic in both saves long term. In the Burton Albion save, I'm going to be tweaking the tactics to make it slightly more shorter passing, slightly more focused on possession-based, playing out from the back. And in this one, we're going to change altogether. I think it's the way that we're going to probably go with the two series. Mensah, the highlight, gets the one left-hand side, plays it back to Fares. This game's over, by the way. If we get a 4th, we'll probably have to, I don't know if we should just skip to the end or what. Maybe we'll play some players in different positions, give somebody a chance up front. Da Costa still, he can't lose the ball. He's so good. It's going to be 4. And Dye's so good at these. Oh, Kaufman. I think it's hit Kaufman in offside position. Oh, no, it's a goal. It's 4-0. I think it's gone out as Kaufman's goal somehow, but there we are. Played across goal. There you go. There's another highlight for half time. I've gone to balance, so basically take the intensity out of the tactic because the game's over. And we're going behind Preekers, and is he going to score? He's missed it. Okay, we'll say I'm happy so far, and we'll start making some subs here. We made 5 subs at half time. All the players that haven't been getting many minutes are going to get themselves a chance here. Fares has the ball. We're going to travel with it towards the goal. Is he going to shoot from distance? Going to get a shot away? He might do now. Oh, he actually took a shot on. Highlight the opposition. They're going to go and play the ball into the box. They get one back. Another late highlight. They're going to get a second to make it slightly interesting. I don't think they're going to make it that interesting. I think it's game over, to be honest. But we've lost it. They're going to get a highlight, you'd have thought. Shot from distance. Save by the keeper. Another late highlight. They've lost out to Mires, who's going to travel with it. He loses it himself. And what is this highlight going to be? It's going to be for them. But, okay. They don't like that. They've gone long. We're going to win that. Yes. Jensen and Da Costa's got options. Plays it a bit too direct there. That was pretty poor from Da Costa. He's not had his best game, really, I suppose. He's just been able to be effective enough. At least got this set-piece assist early on. He wins a little flick on there. I think his header-1 ratio, Da Costa, is like 23%. It's really poor. Mires is in. Is he going to score his one-on-one? He does. He's pretty clinical. 19th goal of the season. That is pretty good. And don't forget, Mires was a free transfer. He was a free transfer. And he scored 19 league goals, and we could end up selling him for like £5 million. What a bit of business that's going to be. Right, now we've mathematically qualified for the Europa League. We're getting there. We're getting there step by step, which is good. So, your league table is going to look like this when we leave each other right now. We've got 68 points. We're definitely in the Champions League, I think, at this point. We know we are. And, yeah, we're going to probably come back, I think, maybe for the Nice game. Maybe just do the Nice, because I don't think we need to see the Monaco game, really. It's going to be done by then. So, probably come back for the Nice game. Do a deep dive on the stats and do an in-depth stats review of the season. Look at some players, have some early thoughts, look at the budgets, that kind of stuff. In fact, the next episode will probably come back when we first get the budget. That's probably what I'll do. And I'll try not to ruin it for myself so you can see it with me on camera. We can get a live reaction to what the budget is. That's probably what it will start off being. Then it'll skip to the Nice game and then we'll go from there. But that's going to do the episode. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so pleased so many of you are still enjoying this series to this point. I absolutely love the Moneyball series. I know a lot of you are too. So thank you for watching and I'll see you all next time.